Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be doing a video on my top 10 $20 LEGO Ninjago sets. I've been wanting to do this for a while where I kind of go over a specific line of sets and then rank them from my least favorite to favorite, but based on price. So we're going to be going over specifically only the $20 Ninjago sets, and also they are $25 in Canada as well and may retail for a different price as well wherever you live, but I'm sure you could just convert the currency over if you have to do so. But these are some pretty cool sets here. I know there's a lot of awesome sets with some really unique minifigures and really great builds for an affordable price, so I've been wanting to go over this and kind of give my own thoughts on all of these sets, which, keep in mind, all of this is my personal opinion and you can feel free to leave your list down below in the comments section. But without further ado, let's get into it here with number 10. Alright, so we've got the first set here, and this one is the LEGO Ninjago Weapon Pack, set number 9591, and of course, I'm not going to mention the retail price for each of these because it is $20 in the US and then $25 in Canada, and this set also includes 73 pieces and 2 minifigures, and it was also released in 2012, and this set as well, I've written down so that I know if any of the minifigures were included in separate sets, and I know that Shogun was actually included in another set, which is set number 9450, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned that just so you know how unique the minifigures are in this, because they tend to include some exclusive minifigures within these $20 sets, and of course that goes here for the NRG Kai. He is exclusive to this set, and I think he is such a fantastic minifigure. I used to really love the Ninjago spinners. I never specifically got to own this 2-pack in my collection, but I did own some of the spinners myself, and they were just so much fun to play with. I feel like Ninjago straight out of the gate perfected that system, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind some of the new contraptions that they come up with for like Forbidden Spinjitsu, Air Jitsu, stuff like that. I do like how they're evolving it, but I think that this was a really good start to say the least, and I like how you get some of the cards included as well. 2 really great minifigures also. Definitely that NRG Kai is just a huge standout, and yeah, it's just a really well done set. I think this is a really great $20 set overall. Next up here, we've got the LEGO Ninjago Woo's Battle Dragon. This one is set number 71718. It includes 321 pieces and 2 minifigures and released in 2020. So it is the newest set included on this list, of course, from the new wave for the Master of the Mountains season. And this is a really fantastic set. Now, how it goes for the minifigures here are that the Sensei Wu minifigure is exclusive to it, or Hero Wu, as I suppose he is more specifically mentioned as within this set, but then the other minifig, Gleck, is actually included in another set, which is set number 71719, so he's included in 2 sets, but he still is a fairly rare minifigure, I would say, and the build within this set is just fantastic. It is really awesome whenever we get a full dragon build within such a cheap set. I really like it when they do that, and I also really like the fabric wings here. I think that those look really great with some really nice prints on them, and then the Wu minifigure looks really fantastic as well. It's nice to see him in some battle armor because we don't traditionally get to see him like that. He more just fights in his casual attire, so it's cool to see him all geared up here, and I just think it's overall a really nicely well-balanced set. That's kind of what I look for in $20 sets, is just a well-balanced set with a good amount of minifigures, or at least if it's a smaller amount, that they're a bit more rare in this set. So I think that's the case for this one, and it's just overall really fantastic. Next up here, we've got the Spinjitsu Slam Kai vs Samurai, and this one is set number 70684. It includes 164 pieces, was released in 2019, and includes 2 minifigures, of which the Kai Forbidden Spinjitsu is available in one other set, and not technically a full set, but in a foil pack that was included with a magazine, so it is still a rare minifigure, and I would honestly say this is a little bit of an easier way to acquire this figure through this set, and then the other figure, the Blizzard Warrior, was included in 2 other sets, which are 70671 and then 70676. So it is included in 3 sets overall, but I would say the main attraction with this one is definitely the Kai Forbidden Spinjitsu, and that is actually my favorite Forbidden Spinjitsu minifigure, which is why it's so great that it's included in a cheap set like this. I actually haven't picked this one up in my collection as of yet, but I really do want to get my hands on it with it retiring soon. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and that head mold just looks amazing, and I really want to have the opportunity to try out this Forbidden Spinjitsu, like Spinjitsu Slam sort of idea that they have going on. I think it looks like a lot of fun and a really cool concept that they've made, and I really like those molded pieces there showing the Spinjitsu in action. I think that's a really cool looking piece, and both of the designs that we get for those within this set look really amazing. So overall, it's just a really fun looking sort of play set, and I think there's some really cool features that come along with it. Now we've got the Ninjago Ice Dragon Attack, and this one is set number 2260, and this one includes 158 pieces released in 2011 and includes 2 minifigures, of which the Zane DX minifigure was available in another set, which is set number 2171, but both of these figures look fantastic. I really like the skeleton as well. I think that it has a really nice design, also sporting that sort of jester's uniform, and then Zane looks amazing also. And as I had said previously with the Woo's Battle Dragon, I really love it when we can get a dragon in a cheap set like this, and especially when it's so full size like this. Now for me personally, I'm still a little bit broken up about whether or not I prefer the brick built heads for dragons or the molded heads. It kind of depends on the design, because for some of them I really like the brick built heads, but then for others I feel like it would have worked better as a molded head. So I do really like seeing this head here. Of course, this is a classic set from 2011, so it looks really fantastic with that molded head there, and I like how it has the added feature of shooting the ice ball there out of its mouth, and it feels like a full-fledged build here. I like the little ice pieces that you get as well all around the dragon, and then on the main part where Zane is riding, and of course the Zane minifigure looks absolutely fantastic with that dragon print on his torso there, and I really love seeing that just classic ninja mask there. It brings a lot of nostalgia for a Ninjago fan like me, and I'm sure for some of you as well. So it's just overall a really nicely done set. I really do like the build of the dragon, and I think it's the strongest aspect of this set. Alright, next up here we've got Kai's Mech Jet, and this one is set number 71707, and this one includes 217 pieces and 2 minifigures and was released in 2020, and this set's minifigures are included in separate sets. The Digi-Kai is included in 4 other sets, which include set number 71713, 71714, and then 71710, and then the Richie minifigure is included in 2 other sets, which are 71708 and 71711, and both of those minifigs are fairly common within this wave for this season, but I still think that the build for this set just really wins me over. Now that I've actually seen it in action within the actual season, I think it is so cool, the transformation feature. Of course you have to rebuild the set here, at least I'm fairly sure you do with this sort of play feature here, and I think that that is just really cool how you're getting 2 builds in one here, especially with such an affordable set. I think that's a really nice feature that they were able to pack into this, and I really love both minifigures, even though they're pretty common and this isn't even the cheapest way to get Digi-Kai. I still think that they're amazing figures with some really nice molding there, and just the build overall, I like the colors of it. The red and that translucent sort of lime green look really good together, surprisingly. It's not a combination I would have thought of, but I think it looks pretty nice, and I like the inclusion of one of the katanas also. I think that's really nice that we're getting that in that set, so you can try to collect all 3 of them, and it's just overall a really fantastic build. I really like this one, and I think it's just really cool how much you're getting packed into one set. Alright, next up here we've got the Cryptarian Prison Breakout. This one is set number 70591, includes 207 pieces, was released in 2016, and includes 5 minifigures, of which 4 of them are exclusive to this set, and the Kai minifigure is included in one other set, which is set number 70605, and this set is fantastic. You know it's always a real treat when you get 5 minifigures included in such a reasonably priced set like this. I think it's amazing that we're getting all these characters here and some pretty cool variants of them. I really like the Zane minifigure that we get here, and it's nice to get his titanium hair there. And I think that the Kai minifigure, even though it's included in one other set, still looks absolutely fantastic with a really nice print there. And then the 2 kind of main baddies within the set look really fantastic as well. It's very cool to get both of them, especially Captain Soto, I would say, because he sometimes has a larger role within the series, so it's nice to see him getting an actual physical minifigure here. And then just the actual build within the set I feel is substantial enough. Yes, it could have been nicer to get a larger Cryptarian prison build, and also one with maybe like something behind the actual cells, because of course within this actual set the minifigures could just walk right out the back of those cells and then be free. But still, I think it's a nice sort of facade build that they're going for. I feel like it nails it in that respect, and just overall it's a cool set overall with some really amazing minifigs. Next up here we've got the Overborg Attack, and this one is set number 70722, includes 207 pieces, was released in 2013, and includes 2 minifigures which are both exclusive to the set, and this set is fantastic. I was never able to get this one in my personal collection, and I always regretted that because I think this Overborg minifigure here of Cyrus Borg just looks fantastic. He looks amazing. The amount of detail on that hairpiece there, the molding just looks amazing. The prints on the torso, the face as well, it's just such a cool variant of this character, and we still don't even have a regular version of Cyrus Borg, so it would be really nice to get that in the future. And I know that a lot of people complain about the overuse of like oversized motorcycle builds within like all of LEGO, but I feel like it kind of works at least for Cyrus Borg because he's like all tech based, and you would think that he would have a sort of just teched out sort of ride like this, and I think it looks really cool the way they built it. It might feel a little bit oversized, but I still think that it's quite a cool build nonetheless. And the Lloyd minifigure as well looks fantastic, along with his motorcycle build, which is a little bit more reasonable in its size, like compared to the actual size of Lloyd, so I feel like that one works pretty well. Also, this one is definitely one where I feel like this is a real personal pick for me. All of these are my personal opinion, but this is one that might be lower for others, but I also could be wrong about that, so let me know your thoughts on this set down below. But for me, it's just really amazing. Now we've got the Katana V11, and this one is set number 70638, includes 257 pieces, was released in 2018, and includes 2 minifigures here, of which both of them are exclusive to the set, and this is one that I do own in my collection, and I think that it is my favorite $20 Ninjago like actual vehicle build. I know it's not my number one of all of these sets overall, but I think it has my favorite vehicle out of all of the $20 builds. It just looks absolutely amazing. It's so much fun to play with because this is one that I have actual experience with personally, and I think that it is just really fantastic. Has some nice features. How you can pop out both of the missiles on the sides are really cool as well, and just the minifigures as well. I think this Kai minifigure might be one of the best designs that Kai has ever received. I think it just looks absolutely fantastic. I really love the black and the red meshing together. I think it looks very nice. The torso as well is very nicely detailed also, and then the villain within it as well, one of the Sons of Garmadon, looks pretty good. Also a little bit more basic, but I do like the motorcycle there. I think that looks pretty cool with the nice stickers on the sides, and then just the vehicle build, like it's fantastic. If you can still get your hands on this set and you don't have it yet, I would definitely recommend it because it's amazing. So many cool features here, a very nice nicely compact build without any pieces that really fall off or anything, because when you have a more delicate build, sometimes even some of the Ninjago dragons can kind of fall apart at times, but with a build like this, I feel like it's very bulky and it does a good job of keeping like a sleek design to it as well, so it's a very nice balance there. So just overall a really amazing looking set. Next up here, we've got our number 2 set, and this one is the Golden Dragon set number 70666, and this one includes 171 pieces, was released in 2019, and includes 3 minifigures here, of which 2 of them are included in one other set, with the Golden Lloyd minifigure included in set number 71702, and the Overlord minifigure included in set number 71699, and I know the Lloyd minifigure, the one included in the other set, is not the exact same version because that one does come with a golden shoulder pad, but I still consider them basically the same minifigure because they are the same character with just one added thing to their outfit, so it's not too much of a difference or substantial enough of one for me to consider them 2 different figs, but I think this set's just fantastic. I love this Golden Dragon build. I was never able to personally get the original Golden Dragon from the original wave that this came from, so I was so happy to be able to pick this set up as a part of the Legacy series, and I think it's one of the biggest upgrades ever for the Overlord minifigure. This figure just looks so crazy. I mean, he has such a menacing design here. The prints look absolutely fantastic. I love how they were able to capture the forearms there. The leg piece also looks so amazing. It's just a fantastic figure. I gotta say, it's probably in my top 10 at the least of LEGO Ninjago minifigures. It's just amazing, and it's still a fairly rare minifigure. I know that it's a more recent set, so it's easier to pick up right now, but if they don't put this minifigure in more sets, then I'm sure this will become a rare one in the future. And the Lloyd, same goes for that one. I think it's a amazing upgrade here for the previous one. Not saying either of the previous versions of these minifigures were bad, but I just think these new redesigns here for Legacy look really fantastic and just have that added amount of detail now being in these newer LEGO sets, so it's just fantastic. And the dragon build as well looks nice, even though it is a scaled down version. I think they did a good job here, and it does have a molded head there for the dragon, so I do really like that just for myself personally. I think that that pulls off the design of it really well, so it's just overall super fantastic set, really nicely balanced. You get a stone warrior as well, which is really nice to have included, so you have 3 minifigures, a really nice dragon build as well, so it's just fantastic. Probably one of the best Legacy sets and one of my favorite $20 sets as well. Alright, so now my number 1 spot here on this list, we have the Throne Room Showdown. This one is set number 70651. It includes 221 pieces, was released in 2018, and included 5 minifigures, of which only 2 of them were available in separate sets, and those are Harumi, who was available in another set number 70658, and then Pixel, who was available in set number 70642, and a foil pack as well. And this set is fantastic. It is amazing that we're getting 5 minifigures in this. As I had mentioned on previous sets in this list, I love it when we get 5 minifigures in a set, along with a really nice build as well. I love the throne that they constructed here for Harumi, and just personally for me, Harumi is one of my favorite characters from Ninjago. I think she's one of the best villains that we've had thus far, and is such a cool character with a really awesome design, so I was super glad to get that minifig there. It's really nice that we're getting 2 of the main ninja as well, with Lloyd and Nia, and then of course I think one of the main reasons to purchase this set is that Skylar minifigure. It was so fantastic to see Skylar return to Ninjago, and the minifigure here looks absolutely fantastic. I think her hairpiece looks amazing, her ninja outfit as well looks fantastic, and then the Pixel / Samurai X minifig as well is is just a really nicely detailed minifigure, so it's great to see that we're getting her in this smaller set here at only $20, and then just the overall build is just fantastic. It is really great, feels like a complete build as well, and just the sheer amount of minifigs here is just amazing, so it's fantastic. Definitely my favorite $20 Ninjago set. Alright, so that concludes my video here for my top 10 $20 LEGO Ninjago sets. Be sure to let me know down below if any of these sets would be included on your list, and if not, be sure to include your list down below, because I'm always curious to hear your opinions as well, because of course this was all just my personal opinion, so I'm sure it's going to differ from your list, especially with some of my picks as well, which were just really personal to me. And let me know how many of these sets you own in your collection, which ones were you able to pick up, or which ones are you hoping to pick up at some point in the future. And just thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more of these videos, be sure to leave a like on this one and also subscribe for future content, and let me know down below some ideas for some other themes you would like to see me do this sort of list for. I'm definitely considering doing it for Marvel and DC as well, because they have some really fantastic $20 sets also, so I'll be sure to update you all if I plan on doing those in the future and when the videos are being released. But thanks so much, I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.